Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back. It is episode 60. 60 episodes. I cannot believe it. Today is Wednesday, January 20th, 2021. Happy Inauguration Day to all of our friends in the United States. This is such an amazing day. I'm wearing my pearls today, honoring the first female vice president of the United States. I'm going to get emotional if I start talking about it, but yay for women, yay for America, yay for progress. This is just absolutely amazing. So we're in a great mood tonight. So let's get started. We have some really cool stuff to talk about tonight. Thanks for joining us and coming back. If you're new here, welcome to our channel. We're glad that you found us. And we always start off our videos with the best new thing. And Erin, you are first on my rotation tonight. So why don't you go first?
So I'm going to start by saying thank you to everybody for the nice well wishes. I don't know if you can feel it or see it, but I feel a million times lighter and better than I did the last time we filmed. I'm just going to give the quick condensed version of what was happening. Our daughter had a mole on her head and it was very scary, and it was brought to us as possibly being melanoma, which was terrifying. And then as soon as we saw the surgeon, he was like, it's not melanoma, you guys, but I'm going to take it off anyways. So we had to go through surgery and all that stuff. She rocked it and everything is a million times better. We haven't gotten the official results, but as you can tell, we're in a much better place. So thank you not only to the people that are watching that commented, and people on Instagram were reaching out to me. It all meant a lot to me, but to my friends and family who sent balloons and flowers and supported us during this time. I mean, we're very lucky, and I just want to say thank you. And to you ladies who all went above and beyond to support my family. Thank you. Thank you.
We love you. We're so glad that everything is good for right now.
For right now. I mean, it seems like he was like, I do 200 of these a year. It's fine. I was like, where were you 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. Johnny come lately. Thanks a lot.
Let me tell you, the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, top notch. The nurses, the doctors, God, was that place they were on point, that surgery center. And I was told by other people that I should expect that, and they were not wrong. It was awesome. And as soon as Aria heard that she was going to get slushies, she was like, okay, I'm cool. We're good for the rest of the day.
No worries.
So my other thing is, I'm going to do a little bit of a lighter thing. It is these Muddy Bites are my new best thing. You guys, they are the bottom of an ice cream cone. You know that chocolatey bit at the bottom of an ice cream cone? That's all it is.
That's the best part.
The best part. And it tastes, I don't know why it wouldn't, but it tastes just like it. It feels like you just ate an ice cream cone. They're so good. These are going real fast. You have to buy 5 bags when you buy the box, and they're going very quickly in my house. But I did put one into your bags for you ladies that can have those. So they'll be coming. If they make it, if my husband doesn't go in and sneak them out.
It's like when Jason and I bought Easter basket candy for our nieces and nephews, and it didn't make it to Easter, and I ended up having to go back and buy all new candy because we ate all of their snacks. So
it's real good though.
Can't be trusted. Jody, what's your best new thing?
We just added a family member tonight. We rescued another pit bull. Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner.
This is finding out, Jody.
It literally happened. It happened so fast. So we have 2 rescue pit bulls. We got them from the pound, and they're amazing. They're the best dogs ever. And we came across this little girl that did not have the best life. In fact, she had a pretty horrendous life. And we were asked if we would take her and let her live out the last few years of her life in paradise. And how could we deny her that? So we hopped in the car, we literally just we've been kind of mulling over it for a while. She had to have some medical stuff, and they called us today and they were like, you know, if you're willing to take her, like, will you come get her? And we hopped in the car and went and got her. So we came home and we took all of the dogs for a walk in the 22-degree weather, and everyone is getting along right now and everything is going well. She's had a bath and we'll see how it goes. She's 7, so, and she's not in the best health, so I don't think she has a ton more years ahead of her, but we're gonna give her the very best the back 9 of her life. So
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. That's awesome. And her name is Nina.
It's Nina. We can't change it. She's 7. We can't go changing her name, but Nina, Mila, Lucille. I'm calling her Hazel.
Like, just come over here.
Zoo. But you know what? It's a good zoo. So
Yeah. Yep.
we're
Yay. Can't wait to meet her. I'll be by tomorrow. Erica, what is your best new thing?
Let's see. I think my best new thing is that the baby is started to mimic us doing like hand washing, sanitizing, lotioning kind of thing. So like if you ever do any of those things where he can see you, he'll look at you and then he'll start going like this with his hands.
Maniacally rubbing his hands.
And it's so cute because we're like, oh, you're doing it too. You're putting on your hand sanitizer. It's so funny.
He's like, should I be doing this?
Right. He's like, oh, okay.
It's important.
Listen, it's important. You know?
It's so funny and I like it and it makes me laugh. So that's my best new thing.
My best new thing this week is that I am back to school. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's good because I'm one semester closer from going to clinicals and being done. So I started yesterday, which would be Tuesday, and it seems like it's going to be a stressful semester, but on purpose, because they're trying to get us prepared to go into the hospital and care for actual patients and know what we're doing. So I get why it's a little bit more rigorous than past semesters. So I'm excited because, again, this is just the last step before I can go in and actually start doing what I want to do, which is caring for people. So I'm very excited, and my anxiety was already like through the roof yesterday. So I've been like stitching like crazy, which you will see here shortly, preparing for this anxiety ridden time. So let's get started with haul and stitchy kindness. So we've switched things up if you've been watching for a while, and we like to do that stuff first. So Erin, what did you buy this week?
So I bought a couple things that I'll show when I do my whips, but I did get my Fat Quarter Shop purchase came in. It's from It's So Emma Stitchery, and it's the Just My Type. I'm so excited. The only place you can buy it is through the Fat Quarter Shop if you're looking for it. And if you were also a computer teacher, you will be very excited about it. Because one of the ladies, Brooke's mom actually was my computer teacher in high school. And I went, when I did my student teaching, I actually went with her for like a week during the like pre-student teaching time, and she helped me. Anyway, she saw this pattern and got real excited about it too. So clearly it is a computer teacher thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's super.
I love our typewriters. And then my mom brought this and I wanted to show it. This little notebook.
I love it.
Look at us.
It is us.
It sounds.
Hanging with my nomies.
My husband was like, hey, there's 4 just like you guys. I was like, hey, look at that. Perfect. That's it.
Well, you didn't buy that much. I feel like I mean,
I bought patterns. They're coming. You'll see.
Like a glutton this week. Okay. Jody, what did you buy or receive this week?
The only thing that I bought was some patterns, and I've already started them, so I'll show those in my whips. I was a fabric dyeing pool this week, so I don't have a ton of stuff tonight, but I have a couple whips. I'll show my patterns when we get there.
Okay. What do you,
What?
no, I'm thinking about the pattern that I bought for you, and I'm looking at the one that I bought for myself, and I don't have a picture of the pattern.
Cause what?
I don't have a picture of the actual pattern.
Oh, I'll pull them up because that's in my whip pile.
All right, I'll have to pull mine up too. Okay. Erica, what did you buy this week?
Excellent question. Okay, so I don't know if you do this, but I got for my birthday, which was in August, I got an Amazon gift card, and I used some of it right away, but then I let the rest sit there, and I would think about things that I would buy, but I didn't want to buy it. So,
I buy $20 worth of nut pods every week off of Amazon. Like that would have been gone.
That bad boy is spent before I even finished typing the numbers.
Well, I had some left, and so I bought this book. It's Whimsical Cross Stitch by Carrie. I'm gonna butcher the last name. Buziak, Buziak.
Look at him.
You know what's funny, Erica? I think I've picked that book up to get for you before and been like, no, I don't know if she'll stitch it.
There's so many things in here that I would stitch, so I think it was the right choice for me. Because yeah, sometimes you get a book and it has a few things you'd be into, but then not a ton others.
Yeah.
But this is 3 things, and I can't really show them because there's just charts on pages of charts. So, but there's cute animals and fancy sayings and ornaments and holiday stuff and something called a creepy tree.
Ooh.
Right. So it's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. It just came tonight while I was getting ready. So I was like, perfect timing. Got it.
Oh, that's cute.
Let's see. Those notebooks from Target that Jody had shown last week with the little thingamabobs. Our friend Sheila gave me the heads up that you get them on the Target app. So I went and ordered some, and I got it came with one of the B1 and then 2 of the B1s and 2 of the other ones. So I got some of those.
Fun.
I can maybe share that wealth a little bit.
I did find some more at Target, and I got you guys each one. Those are in your pile.
Oh, yay.
Thanks, Jode.
Thank you.
And then I was at Joann's recently, and I found these things just randomly, and I feel like there had to have been more of them somewhere, but they were on clearance. And one is this tag thing that you can stitch.
Oh.
I love it.
A tiny, tiny journal. Very small.
That's the pattern I used for my pegboard.
That's right.
Oh, is that so funny?
And then this is some 6 cards that you can do.
Those are so cute.
I want you to stitch the rows, and then we'll put them next to each other, and it'll be really funny.
Big. So I think that's everything that I got.
I'm going to Joann's tomorrow. I got a 20% off coupon, baby. I'm so excited. It's Aria and mine. It's our big mommy-daughter date. We're going to go to Joann's together. She goes, Mommy, I don't have any googly eyes. I need googly eyes.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Right, let's do it.
I can't argue that.
Well, does she get the Joann crazies?
No, she just gets literally Google eyes. We go to that aisle and she goes through the different sizes and picks which one she wants.
My child gets what I call the Joann crazies, where I can talk to him all the way through the parking lot, all the way there. I just have to get one thing. Be cool. We're not looking at anything else. We're not doing anything else. Be cool. And he ends up on the floor and I'm like, what is happening? And this doesn't happen in any other store. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he gets crazy in there. It makes me crazy.
See, and people bitch about people taking their dogs into Joann's because I'm one of those people, but my dogs have never acted like that in Joann's. So
it's crazy. It's crazy.
No, but it never fails that at the worst possible time. Like we'll be at the furthest spot in the place that she goes, I kind of think I have to go to the bathroom. And it's like, fine. Every
Like, come on.
time.
I
Or
might have
mommy's
to-
looking
rough
at the
out there.
clearance stuff.
That is always, no, you don't. You don't. You don't have to go.
Oh no.
I'm gonna take by you tomorrow because I might need to just go and look around.
I found
Okay.
our patterns.
You what?
I found pictures of our patterns.
Oh, thank you. Do you
Okay.
want to wait?
No, I can show them.
Okay.
Mine might be in my car because I took it with me to take my dad to the doctor today. I might have it up here. But anyways, Kristen got me this pattern.
Oh, I love it.
And he's like holding a coffee cup. I love
It's awesome. And then, Chris, I think I have yours on here too. Is it?
It should just say need coffee, I think.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
So these are from.
How big are they?
They're not that big, but the funny story about that is that Brooke actually just sent that to me and said, I think that you need this. She sent me a picture of the pattern and like of the Etsy listing. And I said, yeah, you're right. No, I definitely do need that. And then I went and then I said, oh my God, this other one looks like that shirt that I bought Jody for her birthday. So I have to buy her that one.
It's
And they're so cheap.
This is from Cross Stitching Lovers, and like now that I'm on here, the rest of her shop is amazing. Look at this skeleton with a mask.
I know.
Oh, good.
So it's not, I mean, the grid seems a lot bigger, I think, than what the pattern would be. I mean, according to this, it's 86 by 117, but
So
it's all monochromatic stitching, so I don't know like how quickly it's gonna actually go.
it's quick. It's I measured out. I think my piece barely fits in my 11 by 11 key snap, and
Okay.
it's
Yeah, and yours is much more involved than what mine is. I mean, mine's just the cup and then the words, so that shouldn't take long at all. But yeah, so that is fun. So in addition to those, I also, if you haven't seen our girl Catherine, Paper Crane Stitches, she just came out with a beautiful new Valentine's Day cross stitch design. And her and I, we chat most nights on Instagram, and she had said, can I get your opinion about this? And sent it over. And I said, you know, the way that you have it worded, I get where she was going with it. But I said, it's like hard for my brain to compute what it's saying. And I said, if that's weird, that's just me. Like, I don't know what it was. And I said, what if you said this instead? And she goes, I like that, but I was kind of going for a more like classical like tone to it, more so than like a modern way of you saying it. But she made both. So she sent me it and said, here's your phrase on the pattern. So there it is. So I got a copy of that. And she actually did 3 different versions of each pattern. There's 3 versions of this. And then within that, there are 3 versions of each pattern. So you can stitch a man and a woman, woman and woman, or man and man. So she was all inclusive, which I absolutely love. So if you haven't seen
I
this,
love that that's like doing the woman and woman as for like my daughter, because I kind of want to stitch that for Aria now with that saying.
100%. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yep, I love it.
There's a Sal with that too. I think Weasley Studios started a Sal, so that will start
February 1st. And I can't remember what the hashtag is. Forever something. I don't know.
I think Never Forever or Forever Never. Sal, we'll look it up and link it.
Yeah, we'll link it. And but if you want to join us for that, go purchase it from Paper Crane Stitches on Etsy, and then you can join us for the Sal on February 1st. It's really easy because you can pick whatever fabric and whatever floss you want. You can just go crazy with it and make it as bright and colorful or as sampler-esque as you want. So go support our friend. I'll show you the other one when we get to finishes because I purchased from another one of our good friends, but I already finished it, so that's in that pile. And then I ended up receiving my order from 123 Stitch, where I had purchased 3 patterns, one of which is now a width, but the other ones were this one. This is Love You by Madame Chantilly. Oh, look at that little bunny.
It's so cute.
Oh, by the way, my nails from Color Street today, are they not inauguration? Yeah. Look at those stars. Anyway, 4 colors, 4 or 5 colors on this pattern. 5.
Awesome.
I'm going to do this on blue. I've decided. Jody's actually dyeing me a piece of blue. She's dyed me a piece of blue fabric. I have a whole yard that I just like take a chunk off of. And then I'm like, Jody, can you dye this for me, please? Which is super convenient because I'm never out of fabric. And then the other one that I purchased is Heartstring Sampleries Festive Little Fobs. Look how cute those are.
All in there?
Yes.
Patterns?
You get all of the patterns. You get finishing instructions for the strawberry, which I might attempt. I've never done a strawberry before, but it's so stinking cute. But I want to finish these, and I actually want to do them on like a mix of colored fabric. So I have like some pink, some blue, and some purple. And then I'm going to put them in a dough bowl. Like I'm going to finish them all into little pillows. And I'll do some of them round and some of them square, and then just use them for decoration. How cute are these?
That's adorable.
I saw somebody stitching them on Instagram, and I was like, oh, I am so glad that I bought that pattern because they're super cute. All right, so let's talk about finishes. I almost forgot where we were. Erin, do you have any finishes this week?
I have 2 finishes.
Yay!
First one is February. I haven't FFO'd it yet, but I did finish February up.
That's
You are
awesome.
a
Thank you.
You're
I
ahead
love
of the
you.
game too.
What's that?
You're ahead of the game, so you can actually FFO it and have it out for the whole month of February.
You know what? Will you guys remind me at the end? We can do this as a giveaway too, because I finished it so early that it's actually before February.
That's awesome.
Okay, and then I'm a gnome. I finished my gnome.
It looks so good. Oh,
I wasn't sure how this part, I think I said it last week too, with the heart. It doesn't even look as good on camera as it looks in person. That looks so cool stitched.
yeah.
She did really good with that.
How are you going to FFO that? Do you have an idea yet?
It's gonna go on a bag, like my Jody bag. I'll have an
Okay.
Erin bag. And eventually I'll have an Erica and a Kristen bag.
Oh,
One of these days. I mean, really, once you start stitching it, these take like 2-3 days. But it has to be like your focus for those days.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
Very nice. Jody, did you have any finishes this week?
No finishes for me.
You've been stitching too much. It's a good thing. You have some big projects.
I know.
That's good though. Erica, did you have any finishes this week?
I only if you let me count the second clue finish from the Christmas wreath.
Of course.
Then yes, I do have a finish. I finally finished the second clue, which is this big old bow from the Christmas wreath stitch along for the frosted pumpkin. Just in time, the next piece comes out on Friday the 22nd. So soon. And it will be like over here, this part.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Thank you. I'm super excited about it.
Are all of the pieces that large? Like, I feel like the house was really big and then the bow is really big. Like, are they going to start getting smaller?
The next one is one of the smallest ones, and then they are all kind of like, I would say, medium sized. It looks like, based on the way that they have it like broken up on the paper, and like this is the piece, like this is the chunk you're getting.
Mhm.
But it's just now going around the wreath. So it's not like a full, like this bow took me forever just because it was like so much filling in. It's just like so slow. But so the next piece will be really small, so that'll make me feel really good about myself. And then, and then we'll move on to the next one.
That's
But
awesome.
yay. I'm 2 months into this and I haven't stopped yet.
I know. That's
I'm
big.
proud of you too. You've caught up. You've kept up. Have you ever done that before with a sale? Kept up with it?
I always keep up for like the first month. So the fact that we're into month 2 and I'm still with it, good.
Story of my life. Yeah.
Kristen, ours is starting next week. It starts on Monday, right? The 25th?
Oh,
Which one is
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fifth,
Our
October,
calendar
page
process one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited. I think that this one is, I think it's going to be large but manageable just based on the size of the fabric. I think that, with 6 clues, with that piece of fabric broken into 6 clues, it shouldn't be too
Yeah.
daunting.
It's going to be a letter each time.
Oh.
That's my guess. By the way she breaks things up, my guess is we're going to get a letter each time. So you'll have the whole letter and then whatever like crafty thing goes with it. That's what it looks like this is my guessing. So if I'm wrong, please don't sue me. But from my experience with her sales and what I can kind of see in that blurred out image, it's going to be a letter each.
So I don't think it'll be bad. I think
I think it's very manageable. For a month, you get a whole month to do it.
And the colors are so bright. Like, I just feel like it'll keep us, and it's not seasonal. So you can stitch it all the time. Like, you can stitch it now, you can wait until next winter if you wanted to. I mean, it's not like you have to have it done for a specific time. Like, I feel like I've been, stitching all of this Valentine stuff to try to get it out before February. So I have some time to display it. But the nice thing is that if you do stitch like that, then next year, you have everything done. So yeah, I'm excited.
Time to get all new stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Just spend $60 on patterns again. All right. So I had 4 finishes this week. 4 finishes and 2 FFOs. So let me show you the finishes.
Whoa, wait. So 6 or 4?
4 total, 2 FFOs. I'm sorry, 2 FFOs, 2 just finishes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
So the first one you guys saw last week that I was working on, but I finished the Bluebird's message.
That's so good. That
Really
fabric.
Right.
Thank you. I don't know how I'm going to FFO this, but it's stitched up really quickly. That border was actually a beast to do.
Do you have any Valentine's Day gifts you need to give out? Because that would be so cute on like a little thing to attach to a gift.
I'll probably end up doing something for my mom because her and I were talking about it, and I don't have anything Valentine's for her. So I'll probably figure something out to do with that, Erin. That's a good idea. But yeah, I love it. This was the 40 count B Stitch Me fabric in hibiscus. So it was much like, I don't know, Erin, how would you describe your hibiscus? It wasn't this like
muted. I mean, it wasn't nothing like that.
It wasn't
all of my colors were very muted, subdued versions of that.
Yeah. So
like take that down 10 notches.
It was a lot. But I love it. And I actually do have quite a bit of this left. So I'll have to figure something out.
That's why it's so tiny, because it's 40 count.
Yeah, it's 40 count. I think the pattern calls for 32. So it wouldn't be much bigger than this. But yeah.
Well, it would be in my world on my.
Do you always use one thread on 40?
Yeah. Yep.
That's one thread.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that looks great.
Thank you. Yeah, that's just one thread, which is why I like stitching on 40 count sometimes, because when I stitch on anything with 2 threads, I railroad every stitch. So not that I think it slows me down, but sometimes it's nice to not have to worry about your threads getting tangled. You just have to make sure it's not like twisty funny, or you get knots. Sometimes using one strand, I feel like you get a few more knots in it, but I think it just goes a little bit faster. The other one that I finished was, I purchased this from our friend Bart. You know him on Instagram as Park Hopper Bart. And he came out with his Valentine's patterns called Shakespeare's Love. And I stitched this little round down here at the bottom. I just thought it was
Can you read what the other one says? Because it's so small on my screen.
It's both of them say the same thing, but it says my heart unto yours is stitched. And it's like a play on Shakespeare.
Oh, good.
So here is my finish. Super cute.
So cute.
So cute.
Love that. I have to do that one. That's a really good one.
It stitched up so fast. It was only 5 colors. Like, come on. You could use whatever colors you want. I mean, it's 1 brown, 2 pinks. Yeah, what is it? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A gray, and then that green in the middle, which I love the fact that he incorporated green. I never would have thought to do that. But
that green really, like, it finishes it. It does a good job.
It really makes it pop. Yeah. I love it. All right, so now let's talk about my FFOs. Guys, I'm so excited about this because I never have FFOs, ever. And I came up here the other day literally to clean my craft room, and I ended up doing 2 FFOs. And my craft room is still a freaking mess. It's a mess. But the first one is the Valentine's House Trio. This is the Valentine house from Waxing Moon Designs. And here it is.
Oh, it's so good.
Thank you.
Oh, that pattern is to die for.
Right. That fabric was the perfect choice. It really pops.
This was a Magical Jody blue fabric, of course. Look at that blue. I'm sorry, but every Valentine's pattern needs to be stitched on blue fabric. And then I just glued little buttons on it. I mean,
the buttons, like,
oh, thank you. Yeah, not a big, like, it's not hard to do it. I don't know why it takes me so long to do these things. And then I just have it on my little clipboard so I can swap this out for the next holiday. Love it. I still have 2 other houses if I wanted to kind of mimic this, but these were, I know it looks like a lot, but it did not take that long to stitch up. It was very easy. All right, then, so I was on the phone with my mom. We were FaceTiming. I was showing her this pattern, and I was like, I think this is what I want to do. And she said, yes, 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 you have to do it this way, which inspired me to, I will be stitching this pattern again, and I'll be stitching it with my mom and dad's wedding anniversary date, because I did my anniversary date on this one. So.
Oh my God.
What? So good.
You guys, we texted pictures of our finishes ahead of time, and Kristen was like, I want to surprise you. I'm so glad you did.
Thank you.
Amazing.
So
the fabric you chose, so good.
Oh, thank you. So super easy. I just took a little piece of plaid that I had in my stash.
Super easy.
Sewed it here. I just basted on this lace. I stitched these little buttons on, and then I closed it up, and I just have white fabric on the back, and then I stuffed it with polyfill. And then my dumbass, when I was stitching the pillow, instead of leaving the bottom open, I left the top open, which was super obvious that I then had to close it up at the top. So then I just basted on another piece of lace at the top.
So good.
So, I love it.
It is perfection.
Thank you.
It looks like you should be buying that at like an antique store. Like, it's really good. It's so professional.
So I'm very glad that I did this. Like, I never thought that I would be able to like sew this so nice, but I'm very happy with it. So yes, Erica, you're like, I did it.
Yay.
So, I love it. So I'm going to be duplicating this for my mom because I have another piece of this like grungy looking fabric, And then I'll be finishing it the same way because I still have all the stuff. So very, very excited about this. I'm proud of myself.
Oh,
You should be.
good.
Thank you. All right, so let's talk about whips because I know you guys have been stitching like crazy. Erin, what are you stitching?
All right.
Good, Holly.
So, whoops, sorry. God, stop. I'm trying to get to the pictures and it's pulling up videos of my kids. Okay. First up is this one by Oh Wow. It's the, why can't I think of the name of it right now? What is it called, Jody?
Does it have a name?
Yes, why can't I think? Geometric Cat. Thank you. Got it. My brain stopped working for a second there. And this is as far as I've gotten with it. No, it goes like this, right? No, I can never remember.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this. Yeah. So I thought, and I've already contacted Kristen about this. I think when I'm finished, what I want to do with it is make it like a placemat thing here to replace the one I have. So we're going to work together to like sew it up and make a little placemat out of it.
Heck
Because
yeah.
I love it.
Awesome.
I love this pattern. And I love that like then, you know, several people will have worked on it and how cool that that will be sitting here. I love it.
100%.
I'm excited for that. Next up, when I was at the hospital, I just wanted something like light and easy. So I started stitching the SDS logo again. And if anybody wants this, please reach out to us. You can have it for free. But I was doing it. You guys know how I started it on here. And I'm stitching it and filling it in. And I told my husband, like, I regret this. I should have done what Jody said and just stitched it on black. This was so silly. And he was like, you know, you can't just quit stitching that and switch over to the black. I was like, okay, I'm going to do that.
Oh, yay.
I didn't get much done. They were so quick there and buried together. And I expected to be there for a very long time. And it didn't take long. That's how long it took.
That's a good thing. Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, you can just stop doing it. I didn't know I could. My next one is the Don't Stop Make Believin'.
Oh, yay.
I love it.
Thank you. I do too. It's from Season of the Stitch. They're a subscription box company. And I highly recommend you check them out because the owner is like the nicest lady ever. And every time I post anything that she does, she always says something really nice to me in the comment. She's just very nice.
Yeah.
And so I would highly recommend checking them out. And Jody knows because she worked with them. They're great.
God,
So I should have that
so
finished this week. What'd you say?
I love that so much.
That back stitching was a lot, but it made it look so good. So I really just have the words. I just have to write, don't stop, make believin'.
And rest in peace, Mrs. Rogers.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She passed away this past week. Yeah.
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 That's a hard one. Oh. All right.
Well,
it
was appropriate that you were stitching that then, but
Yeah. That's bad. So my last one I found, I was just feeling like in a slump, obviously this last week. And I was like, I don't want to stitch. I don't want to do anything. But if I just sat around, I was just worried. So I was scrolling through Etsy and I came across this pattern and I was like, yep, I'm doing that one. So it's by J&J Cross Stitch. And I picked the one with the glasses on because good Lord, is that a good and it's really small. It's only like 40 by 40. Like it's really small. So that's how far.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Almost done.
It's tiny, you guys. It's like tiny. But I love him. And then I also got the Kamala to go with it, and I'm going to stitch her next to him.
Yeah. That's cute.
That's amazing.
And they're really cheap. I want to say they were $3 each.
They would look really cute in like little gold ornate frames. Like if you could put them, you know, like how like the presidential portraits and stuff are hung up in the White House and they're always in these ornate frames, but they would be super tiny.
Really good idea.
I love that.
Yeah, that'd be super cute.
I was telling Kristen before we came on that Aria's game of the day was to play president and vice president. And she just kept saying, it's a really big deal that it's a woman, right? It's a big deal. And I was like, yes, it's a bit, you can be anything.
Yep. Yep. That's awesome.
Big day.
All
That's
right,
it.
your whips. All right, Jody, what are you stitching?
Clearly, I don't have my shit together tonight. I have 5 whips, and 2 of them are in my car because I took them with me today. Surgery yesterday on his shoulder, and he was already in physical therapy today. So I took him to that, and I took all my stuff with me to stitch, and I actually didn't have time to do any stitching. I literally did not stitch at all while I was there, but I left my stuff in my car. And then the dog happened, and it's a shit show. So my whips are in the car. I will show them next week, but the ones I have up here, I bought the Keys to the Kingdom pattern by Thread Sewer, and here's a picture of it.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
And my latest obsession with DNC Diamond is for real. I also in our haul section, I bought like every color of DNC Diamond. I bought silver online because I didn't know if I was gonna be able to find it. And then I found it when I went to go get some other colors of it, and it came today, and it's like 2 different silvers. So I don't know if they're supposed to be. I know that there's 2 different golds.
Yeah.
So now I just have like an entire fleet of DMC Diamond. But anyways, I'm doing this entire pattern in gold, silver, and bronze.
Oh, God, that key is so good.
So I'm excited because her pattern is obviously monochromatic. So it's just going to be a matter of me like picking and choosing which color goes where. So I think that'll be kind of fun.
Oh, Jody, when you finish that, we should turn it into a little cushion, and then we should attach these little bronze keys.
Yes. Yes.
Make it 3-dimensional.
Except I think it's going to be bigger than little, but
That's all right.
yes, hello for sure. All right, my next one is my Luba Davies, and we got schooled last week on how I said her name.
You uncultured swine.
Listen, all right, I ain't fancy. I don't speak French. All right, Luba. Okay. And I had the funniest conversation with our friend Carla Rolodex. I'll have to show you guys off camera because it's a little inappropriate, but yeah, conversation.
Wait, really quick, we should all say hi to Carla's mom because she's like our #1 fan. And I know that you're watching this together.
Hi, Carla's mom.
What is Carla's mom's name? Do we know what her name is?
You didn't say that. What is it?
Mrs. Rolodex.
Mama Rolodex? Mama Rolodex, I love you.
I know you've got your blanket on right now and you guys are cuddled on the couch. So hi.
I love it.
I love that.
So cute.
So, anyways, this one's from Luba, and I'm doing DMC Diamond and like a teal, and I got that corner in.
Jody.
That teal.
Loving this, like loving it. It's so fun to stitch. So I did. I watched the entire series of The Night Stalker, and this is how much I got done in the 4 episodes of that documentary. So
I'll tell you, quick sidebar, if you have Netflix and you have not watched Night Stalker yet, wait until after this video was done and then go and watch it. Do yourself a favor. Jason and I binged it on Sunday. I think it was Sunday afternoon. We could not stop. It is so good. If you are into serial killer stuff at all, it is so well done. Netflix is always so good at documentaries, but they like knocked it out of the park with this one. so much detail that I mean, I thought I knew a lot about Richard Ramirez. I didn't know half of the crazy stuff that he did, the terrible things that he did, but go watch it. It's really good.
The problem is how convinced I would be that that's going to now happen to me. That's why I can't watch that stuff.
I feel like
Because then you're
watching stuff like that prepares me if I were to encounter a serial killer, that I would know how to handle it.
I've been checking my back door quite a bit, but but yeah, the other is that it got criticized for being like too graphic, and you know what? Like, don't watch a serial killer documentary if you don't want to see blood. Hello.
For sure.
Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you're in for. And also, it took me like an extra hour to watch it because every bloody sheet scene that was on it, I was pausing and studying it for my fabric.
Research.
Yes, I was. Michael's like, "What? You are a psycho! Like, stop it!" I'm like, "No. Do you see that spatter? Do you see that direction?"
Oh my God.
Oh.
You know what's funny? Do you guys ever stitch something while you're watching a certain show, and then every time you pick it up, like that's what you think about?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
So now this is like my my Night Stalker piece, because this is all I did while I watched it. But look at that gold. I wish it translated better on camera. It just doesn't. Wait till you guys use it. It's so good.
I am you now. Okay, so my fabric is a 32, so equivalent to a 16. You know that I don't ever like to stitch like as dense as you do, but
Use 1 strand.
just one that would be
2. So I always stitch with 3. This one and the key, I used 2. So what I did was instead of looping it around and threading it through my needle from the loop, I literally just put one side in and looped it all the way around, and then I had a double strand.
That's how I stitch normally.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you tie a knot at the bottom?
No, you just tuck it underneath.
I just
Like as you're stitching, you stitch it around to hold it in place, and by 2 stitches, you're good.
Yep.
Oh,
So I just tuck it in, and I've been using 2 strands. Now, on this other pattern that I'm doing, I think it's a 32 Lugana. I dyed the shit out of it, so it's probably more like a 38, maybe, if that's even a thing. The holes are tiny. I could not get 2 threads through there.
gotcha. Okay.
So I would just one thread like you would normally use 1 thread on anything else. It does not separate. Like, I think it's 3 strands thick, but I wouldn't try to separate it.
Right. I was wondering if I need to loop it or if I can just do 1 strand. I think I'm gonna go with 1 and see how it looks.
I would do 1 if I was you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then my last whip that I have up here is I bought the Witchy Stitchers Skull Snowflake series. So I thought that it just came with like the skull one, the moon one, and the pentagram one, which now I can't stitch because I watched the freaking Night Stalker and I'm like that. But anyways, when I bought it, I got it, and there's like 4 versions of the skull pattern. There's like 3 or 4 of all of them. So you get like 12,
Wow.
which is awesome. And I think it's going to be really cool to do. Like, I couldn't tell the difference. I'm like, why didn't you send 2 of these? And then, like, the closer I looked, you can tell, like, the outside of the snowflakes are, like, a little bit different, and they're just kind of all unique. So I'm doing this with a variegated floss that Brooke gave me from Needle Necessities. And you know me and variegated floss. I don't do well with it, but I am loving this. And I don't stitch on even weave either. Like, I'm an Ada stitcher, but anyways, here we go.
It looks so good.
Yeah, I love it. So these holes are tiny, and I'm using 3 threads like an idiot, but Gloss.
That looks awesome. Yeah, you can definitely see the variegation. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm excited. And those are really small. I mean, I think they're like 40 by 40 maybe. So they're tiny. So
That's doable.
yeah. So I'm gonna do I'm probably gonna do all 3 or 4 of the skull ones. And then I don't know, maybe make them into ornaments. We'll see.
I was just going to say, I need the link for that pattern because I want to go buy those because I want to put those on my horror tree. If they're that little, I could stitch those up really, really quickly.
They're little. And like I said, this fabric is probably, God, I don't know. It's probably like between the 30 and the 38. It's small. These holes are small. But yeah, you can tell like that needle minder is just like like an inch big.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It looks great.
Thanks. And then my other whips are in my car, but it's been a day, guys. It's been a day.
All right. You're carting your injured father around. You went and got a new dog. Like, it's been a lot.
Work, and Stella had school today because they were off on Monday. So she was at school. Then I had to take Hazel somewhere else, and I had to pick them up separately.
Disaster.
I'm done.
Yeah. Erica, what are you stitching this week?
Well, I just finished the wreath, the Christmas wreath, and then I decided that I want to work on the Once Upon a Time sampler from the Frosted Pumpkin. I really want to finish this May block, so that's what I'm working on right now.
Oh, look at your little guy with no face.
No face and no feet. Fine. And no arms. So I've been working on this block for a very long time. I really want to finish it because, I mean, this is a huge pattern. Look at this. This is the middle. Like, that's the May block, and there's something for every month. So
Wow.
it's a little crazy. And I really want to just finish this one so I can, like, move on and do more of it because it's so cute and I love it, and it's just taking me forever. So that's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing right now until the wreath picks back up on Friday, and we'll see how that goes. So
Yay. I was going to start a patriotic piece for the inauguration sal that Rolodex had started. And I wasn't actually going to start a new pattern. I was going to work on a whip that I have because I have a lot of patriotic pieces. And I started stitching it today, and I can't. I'm just not in the mood. I want to stitch all the Valentine stuff. And as soon as I sat down to stitch it, Jason went out and got the mail, and my order from 123 Stitch came in. So I was like,
You were done for the day.
so I ran upstairs. It's a process for me to get stuff ready to go for a project. I got to pull the floss, put it in my spreadsheet, make up my bag, grab my fabric. It takes me a while to get a project ready to go. And then I got to put all of the floss in like little floss away bags. Anywho, and then I kitted up 3 of them. So I was busy today. But anyway, in addition to doing schoolwork, because of course I'm a day in and I already spent like 5.5 hours today doing schoolwork. But I couldn't wait to start this one. And it is the Love Whirligig from Heart and Hand. And if you recall, Erin finished the Creeping Around, which was the Halloween one, which I still have never finished because I have it as well. We got it in our Color and Cotton harvest box that we received last year. So I wanted to get the Valentine's one, and I'm actually stitching it on the same piece that I did my Park Hopper Bart one on, and that's all the farther I am. So there's my heart, and actually, no, I'm right side up. That's all I have done so far. So that's my only whip.
Woohoo! A start's a start, though.
Yeah, man, you have all those finishes.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited, and I want to stitch, get it done, get it FFO'd, move along, and keep doing that until Valentine's Day. All right, so let's talk promos real quick before we get into. We do have 2 giveaways this week. So of course, all of our promos are listed below. Erin and I have our Made to Create Sal. We still have those promo codes that you can use to purchase the kit or the PDF patterns from Sally from Caterpillar Cross Stitch for Made to Create. So if you're still interested in doing that, or even if you want to wait until the 25th and wait till our next video and kind of see what the first release of the pattern is going to look like, you can do that too.
Somebody asked me today if it also included like any of the extra stuff that Sally sells, and it doesn't. So it's just for the kit or the downloadable pattern. Sorry. I mean, I want that project bag too.
Yeah, the project bag, the needle minder, and
scissors.
Yeah. So you can always add that, but it just, the promo is only for the kit or the PDF downloads. Which is still a good deal. I mean, you might as well, if you're going to buy it, you might as well use it. Then, of course, you saw our unboxing video of the Black Needle Society box, the Date with Your Stitching. I have been using my stuff like crazy. I've been using my bag. I've been using my needle minder. I gave Jody the hot chocolate for the kids. I mean, I can't. It was such a good box, you guys. But if you are interested in purchasing, you can still sign up to purchase the May box. I don't believe that's one has been sold out yet, but it is the Rainbow Stitches box. You can use Steel City 5 and you can get 5% off your first subscription box. So if you've already signed up, unfortunately, you can't use our promo. But if you're new and you saw our unboxing and you're like, I kind of want to do that, use our code and you can, take advantage of that. Which it was funny because my mom watched our unboxing video and she's like, I don't even stitch, but like I would buy that box. And I'm like, yes, give me all of the stitching stuff that was in it, because it definitely isn't all stitching related. So there's still some cool stuff in there that you can share with a friend, or if you have a stitchy friend that you know, it's a great gift. So you can sign up for that. And then Erica still has her promo stuff with the Frosted Pumpkin. Erica, do you want to talk about that?
I still have the link below that if you sign up, put your email in, you'll get 20% off coupon for the site. And that's just a link you click, enter your email, they send you the coupon. I also have until the end of January the code Stitch with Erica, which is good for 20% off of 7 patterns that I like, including this one. This is the Once Upon a Time sampler. You can get 20% off using the code Stitch with Erica, Erica with a K. Yeah, so till the end of January. So it's plenty of time, and yay. So if you want to stitch Happily Ever After, Once Upon a Time, 12 Days of Christmas, Cozy Gingerbread, Snow Globe, Holly Jolly Santa Sampler, Pinata Party, or Spring Day at the Carrot Farm. Yes!
Yes, every time.
Nailed it.
Then just use Stitch with Erica and you can save 20% on those ones. Yay!
How anxiety-ridden do we all get, like watching her go through those patterns? Like,
just write it down and stick it in front of you.
I know. It's written down somewhere. I know it is. But
week after week after week. Oh, all right. And then
I have to keep my mind limber. Okay?
Yes.
Gotta practice.
Jody, first of all, we know that your Dracula's curtain, what the hell is it called? The witch's
wallpaper.
Dracula's wallpaper.
I like
Dracula's bedspread. It's fine.
Dracula's wallpaper sold out at the Witchy Stitcher. You cannot get it. However, Jody sent supply to Fire Poppies. What's the status? Do we have any left?
So Fire Poppies and Witchy Stitcher just ordered more fabric. So I think that there's a little bit left in both places, maybe some linen. I don't think that there's 8. I don't know. Go on and look, firepoppies.com or thewitchystitcher.com.
Yeah.
Same fabric. The Witchy Stitchers calls it Dracula's wallpaper. It's just called Blood Spatter on Fire Poppies. And when you go to Fire Poppies, if you search Steel City Stitchers, you should be able to see more types of fabric and counts as opposed to just the 2 that like show up on top. So search for us and you'll find it. but they both just ordered more. So they will both be getting restocked just as fast as I can, spatter some blood on some fabric.
As her little fingers can do it. So just currently as of this video being released, now obviously you guys don't see this until Thursday afternoon, but there's still 28 count linen. That's the tea dyed linen. There's still 36 count white blood spatter and 36 count tea dyed. So if you're a 36 stitcher, you got it. You can do white or tea dyed. And then there's a little bit of 14 count Ada left. But other than that, sorry guys, not.
Guys, my friend Grace went to Fire Poppies today, went to the actual store today, and she sent me a picture, and I was like, what? Or she posted on Instagram is what she did. And I was like, I'm so jealous.
Oh, there's still a couple other colors too. The frog legs, which is that green that we've all been stitching kind of like crazy. It's like this type of green. You can still get that through Fire Poppies as well. They have that 36 count, 18 count, and then some gray tones, which is really nice for any stitching. I mean, I love gray. And the disco Lugana, why has that not sold out yet? I'm sorry. Have you guys even?
What's the count?
There's 2 left in stock. It's the 28 count Lugana.
Oh, you guys, that would be really good to stitch on. Oh, that's pretty.
That needs a monochromatic black or white something on it now.
Like today, yes. So again, go check out Fire Poppies and thewitchystitcher.com to check out Jody's fabric. Stuff is always changing too, so we'll keep you guys updated as Jody gets stuff sent out to the Fire Poppies especially. I know the Witchy Stitcher, she has a certain type of fabric, but Fire Poppies will keep you guys posted on what she has so that you can run out and get it. And if you watch Pam and Steph on Just Keep Stitching, Pam just bought a piece of blood spatter. She was talking about it. My mind exploded. My head literally blew off my neck. I was like fangirling for Jody with Just Keep Stitching. It's just like, it's incredible.
I've watched it 15 times.
Oh my gosh.
I love how they were like, I don't know how she gets it like that. Research. She does her research.
Night Stalker. 5 hours of Night Stalker.
Serial killer documentaries. Okay, that's how she does her research. But it's so cool because Pam is so unassuming. I know she stitches some really eclectic stuff. She's much more out there than Steph is with her stitching, which is funny because Pam's the mom. And so when she pulled out that piece of blood spatter fabric, I'm like, dude, you're awesome. Pam is just so cool. I can't wait to see what she stitches.
Steph's face is hysterical. She's like, really cool, Mom.
Cool, Mom. So, but anyway, we're super proud of Jody. Jody, congrats as always. So excited. And if you still want to join Jody and I, so I know that the primitive, help me, what's Bobby? Primitive, Pumpkin Creek.
Pumpkin Creek Primitive.
Yeah, Pumpkin Creek Primitive. I just actually received.
Oh, you got it?
An invoice, so I just paid for it. I know that she was ordering a couple more copies. So if you message her on Etsy and you tell her that you want to stitch that pattern, she will send you a PayPal invoice or an Etsy invoice. You pay it, she'll ship it out to you. So I know she said last week she was working on getting some copies. She just sent me the invoice for it. So she's amazing. I don't know how she gets this stuff so quickly because I think she was actually waiting to get that from Europe. But she got it.
She also just finished stitching this pattern on a piece of blood spatter, which obviously that's what we're going to stitch on, duh. And it's amazing. And I'm so pumped about this. Look at that dress. Oh.
I know. It's beautiful. It's absolutely awesome. So if you still want to join Jody and I on doing that SAL, we have not created a SAL yet. We're going to wait till I get mine. And then we'll let you guys know what our plan is for that. So if you want to join in, again, Pumpkin Creek Primitive on Etsy, just let Bobby know that you want to order the pattern and she'll get it for you. Does anyone else have anything else, any other business that we need to talk about before we get to giveaways?
I think so.
All right, let's jump right in. So we have 2 giveaways tonight. Erin, do you want to go first?
Sure. So mine is the February Lizzie Kate. And I'll say, why don't you tell me your favorite Valentine's Day candy?
Ooh,
Yeah.
There's a
Good one.
lot of good ones out there.
you know which ones I hate? And I love that needle minder, but I hate conversation hearts.
Well, I've come around to those. My parents were big Necco wafer fans.
Oh, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, in my house.
They're like Tums. Don't they taste like Tums?
Yeah.
I don't mind Tums either.
Mm.
So
Oh, like I'd rather deal with like raging heartburn than eat Tums. Like
Yeah.
I'll barf.
It leaves that grit in your mouth. It's just like, you know, I don't know what my favorite Valentine candy would be. I would have to say chocolate covered strawberries. I know that's not a candy, but it does have chocolate on it. And yeah, those are amazing.
I like the marshmallow covered hearts.
Oh yeah.
Marshmallow covered hearts?
No, the chocolate covered marshmallow hearts.
Yeah.
I don't know what those are.
What? Are you being serious?
I have no
Well,
idea.
it's a marshmallow covered in chocolate. You're really, am I saying it wrong, or you really have never tried this?
Chocolate marshmallows is one of life's greatest pleasures.
I mean, they're every holiday. I just say Valentine's Day because it makes me feel like less bad about the fact that I eat them at every holiday.
I like, no, I've never had
Oh
one.
my
Like,
gosh.
no.
Can I just say, this is kind of off topic, but in about 1 month from now, we are going to be flooded with Cadbury eggs, and I'm about ready to die with excitement.
I'm excited. You got me so into those. And then Erica had to get me into those peppermint barks. They don't make those year round. I didn't know that. I would have stocked up.
Whoopsie.
Sorry.
You people, please stop getting me hooked on candy I can only get once a year.
I watch a lady on TikTok that you can purchase. Jody, you would die if you saw this lady. And I think of you every time I see her on TikTok, but she specializes in gummy sour candies. And it's like all different brands and like the strips and just the rings and all kinds of stuff, like anything that you can think of. And then she like packages it up for you and sends you this giant box of candy.
Lady
I'll find out who she is because
of gummy stuff, more shit Catherine made me do. Thank you, Catherine. She turned me on to a website called Squish. I think it's in Canada. And my shopping cart is like so full, and I haven't actually clicked purchase yet, but they have like boozy flavors. Like they're made with like champagne, and like there's like their Instagram is like it's drool worthy. It's amazing.
Ooh.
They have a store. I think this is the same store at Somerset in Michigan, and it's by my mom's house. And I go, and it's amazing. And the champagne one is so good.
I'm sure.
Wow.
Every time I like see something on their Instagram feed, I go back to the store and go back to my cart, and I'm like, I can't justify spending this much money on like gummy candy, but one day I'm just gonna do it, and I'm gonna be so happy.
Totally should. Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
They do have vegan too there.
Oh,
They have
nice.
vegan versions.
No, I want the straight up gelatin.
They have like a bourbon one I've seen, and like beer flavored one. They're so good.
I just want straight up sour gummies. Like I don't even need booze in them. I just like sours. Yeah.
Mhm.
So anyway, Jody, I'll find out who that lady is on TikTok too, because you may have to fill another cart full of shit.
Yeah, I will do that.
All right, so let's talk about giveaways, shall we? Erica, why don't we get to your giveaway?
I had already forgotten about it. Okay. It's fine. I have a dimensions kit. Can you see this? Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. This is the flowers in a tall vase. It's 14 count Ada. All of the threads. I don't think it's ever been opened. So, you know, get nuts. Here we go. Why don't you tell me your favorite flower, and next week we'll pick someone.
Well, that's nice because you can say your favorite candy and your favorite flower. It is Valentine's Day, right?
Love it.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Getting
So-
all romantic.
Please enter
So,
to win our
here's one.
giveaways. Yeah, got some good ones this week. Who doesn't want a fully unopened kit?
And then we can, direct your significant others to our site so they can see that's your favorite candy and flower, and boom, everybody's happy on
Smart.
Valentine's Day.
That's right. So that wraps it up for us for this week. So we will be back next week. It's the end of January. I'm getting ready for Whip Go pulls again. I can't believe the month's already over and we're going to be pulling for that again. Stitch along start, new pattern releases for Erica. We got a lot of stuff going on.
It's
So
the beginning of February too. We got to start thinking about March Madness because that's coming up.
I know. So again, if you go back, watch our video last year about March Madness, you can still request to get the bracket from us. Just shoot us an email. We'll send you the bracket. But start thinking about what projects you want to work on for March Madness. I gotta start doing that. But yeah, we got to get ready for that. Got a lot of stuff going on. So thanks for joining us again this week. We will see you guys next week. Stay safe, stay healthy. We love you. We'll see you later.